Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to today's evening session of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure. As we step into day 316th, week 46, we continue our journey with the quality of purity, a quality that refines our hearts, lightens our being, and brings us closer to our essence. Purity is not just about being free from impurities. It is about returning to a state of inner lightness. Imagine carrying a heavy bag. Every negative thought, emotional burden, or past impressions adds to its weight. But when we purify the heart, we release the weight, experiencing a sense of freedom, clarity, and inner peace. A pure heart is like an open sky, unclouded by doubts, judgments, or fears. In this state, the mind becomes clearer, free from unnecessary noise. Our emotions feels lighter, unburdened by past wounds, and the heart radiates love naturally and effortlessly. Purity is not just about what we remove, it is also about what we cultivate sincerity, truthfulness, and an open heart that embraces life with grace. Through heartfulness meditation and cleaning, we allow lightness to replace heaviness and the purity to replace impurities. Our morning meditation refines our consciousness and deepens our connection with the purity. Our evening cleaning practice helps us to remove accumulated impressions, ensuring our heart remains light and open. And the nighttime prayer brings humility and surrender, allowing purity to expand effortlessly within us. As Daji beautifully reminds us, that purity is the absence of contradiction. When our thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with truth, we experience unity within. As we embrace this quality, let us also extend it to those around us. A heart filled with purity has the power to inspire, uplift, and heal. Let us invite someone to experience master classes and being heartful every day. We will now tonight read from the article by Revered Daji on the art of removing and creating habits. Daji continues his series on refining habits in the light of Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga and current scientific and yogic principles and practices. Last month, he explored the final yama, the virtue of aparigraha, which means the removal of possessiveness, greed, and focus on material gain. This month, he moves to the niyamas, those positive habits that are worth life, starting with the first niyam of purity or shorch. Purity, good and bad habits. By now, if you have been following this series and the practices that promote yama, you may have already let go of many negative habits and tendencies and cleared complexities from your system. Yama is the removal of all the don'ts, such as violence and dishonesty. And that is one of the aspects of working with the habits. The other aspect is to cultivate the do's, the niyamas, those positive habits that will take our lifestyle to another level. The niyamas help us to intensify life itself and radiate goodness and beauty into the world around us. The fragrance of purity, simplicity, compassion, and universal love. The niyamas fill our hearts with noble qualities. They help us to refine ourselves toward subtler states, both inner and outer. They lead to a lifestyle that is in tune with nature, and thus they are regenerative. And that is exactly what humanity and our planet need right now. In a sense, niyama is about cultivating positive habits so that both our minds and bodies are in sync with with the highest universal principles. In nature, we see tremendous order, and the higher the goal, the greater the order required. What are those five positive habits that propel us forward? Niyamas, Shauch, purity of body and mind. Santosh, contentment and inner happiness. Tapas, penance or removal of impurities. Swadhyay, the study of the self. Ishwar Pranidhan, surrender to God. The niyamas fill our hearts with noble qualities. They help us to refine ourselves toward subtler states, both inner and outer. They lead to a lifestyle that is in tune with nature, and thus they are regenerative. And that is exactly what humanity and our planet need right now. The purity of body and mind. The first niyama is Shoch, purity of body and mind. And it is a natural outcome of perfecting the yamas. In fact, the niyamas follow on naturally from the yamas, as the removal of unwanted complexities and impurities leads to simplicity and purity. The instant you start thinking of any negative habit, like an angry reaction or hurting another person, you move to impurity. The instant you start thinking of coveting someone or something, you move to impurity. I will reread this line. The instant you start thinking of any negative habit, like an angry reaction or hurting another person, you move to impurity. The instant you start thinking of coveting someone or something, you move to impurity. We will now take a pause here and get ready for the universal prayer. With eyes gently closed, turn your awareness inward. Feel the heart becoming a sanctuary of stillness and purity, welcoming light and love with each breath. Let us now offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and the real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। May the universal prayer spread lightness, purity, and peace to all the hearts. Tonight, as we prepare for the rest, let us release all that which no longer serves us. Let us offer the bedtime prayer and repent for all the missteps committed during the day and embrace the simplicity and purity. May we wake up refreshed, light, and deeply connected to our inner essence. Thank you all for joining this evening session today. See you tomorrow at 6 a.m. as we continue our journey of exploring the quality of purity and how it shapes our transformation. Thank you and good night.